I've managed to go for the last 17 months without having any social media. And this wouldn't have been possible if I hadn't have replaced what I was doing, the time that I was spending on social media, with work. But not the sort of work that you're probably thinking of where I'm sat at my desk, I'm just typing away, I'm just recording videos constantly. No, this is a kind of work that is way more meaningful and purposeful, like going for a walk and listening to a podcast, going to the gym and actually working on my fitness and my health. All of these things I class as work. And by the end of this video, I want you to get to the same point that I'm at now, where you can work whilst you're just doing things like that, these kind of self-improvement habits. And honestly, I want you to get to a point where you can work and you literally won't have time to spend on social media, doom scrolling, or like watching Netflix or some bullshit. And honestly, you're probably gonna find this kind of work more fun anyway. So I'm gonna get straight into the video. So the first thing that I want you to realize is that the type of business that you start and the type of work that you're gonna do is way more important than how much money that business or that type of work actually makes you. So what I mean by that is, if you want to go ahead and create a OnlyFans fucking manager business where you manage like girls' OnlyFans accounts for them and then take some of the revenue or whatever, fine, go ahead and set that business up, but think of the actual tasks that are involved in working on a business like that. So you're gonna have to go and like DM girls and message them in like kind of a creepy way. A lot of them are gonna think you scammers, and basically offer to like manage an OnlyFans for them. And then you're also gonna have to deal with like some potentially like legal issues, right? You're gonna have to deal with like potentially violating policies on OnlyFans in terms of being like a manager. So you're gonna have to deal with that. You're gonna have to deal with like IDs and like consent and getting all the documents together and things like that. Like, think of like the business that you wanna start or that you're working on right now, and what are the tasks that are involved in that business. So forget about the money, forget about how much revenue you can actually create for yourself with that business. Just think purely in terms of what are the day-to-day tasks that you have to do, and ask yourself this question: would you find doing that business fun if you were to do it for free? So would you find DMing random girls on Instagram, offering to like manage their OnlyFans account for them, a fun task? Would you find having to deal with all of the legal documents and like signing things and making sure everything's like correct for like to protect you as an individual, like through that particular business, right? Or I'll give you another example, SMMA. Loads of guys want to set up a social media marketing agency. That's like a hot new business, right? That a lot of people want to do. Would you find it fun having to do cold outreach and like emailing random businesses offering to create Facebook ads for them? Would you find it fun to, actually create the Facebook ads and then, have to send the performance stats to the client on like how well the Facebook ads have done, how much money they've spent on the Facebook ads, and how many more inquiries they've had through the website? Would you find it fun having to create a report that shows all of the clicks and all of the various stats of the Facebook ads and send that to the client? Would you find it fun having to be in your email inbox all the time, seeing if they've messaged you or sent you an email to change this thing on the ad or change this wording on the ad so that it looks a bit different? Like, just break it down, each individual task you're gonna be doing throughout the day and throughout the week of that business, and don't think about how much money that business generates. Just think about, is that task actually something that you find challenging or rewarding or satisfying to actually work on that? So personally for me, I did this kind of thought experiment with YouTube. What are the tasks involved in YouTube? Well, for me, it's scripting videos. So getting a document up and like writing down my ideas, getting all what's in my head and putting it onto a page and listing it all out, kind of like Lego blocks, right? Building my ideas together and seeing if it looks good in the end. Actually recording the videos like I'm doing now, so putting my phone on the tripod, putting the light on, making sure I've got some like nice lights in the background, whatever, and just speaking, like talking about my ideas and trying to teach you the kind of things that I'm teaching myself. What are some other things I've got to do? Like make a thumbnail, okay? So maybe like it could be a screenshot from the video, or it could be have some text on it, whatever. What else am I gonna have to do? Okay, I'm gonna have to write a title, I'm gonna have to write a description, I'm gonna have to write in like the little meta tags on the YouTube video thing so that YouTube can like target my video better to people. So they're like kind of the daily tasks involved with YouTube. And for me personally, I've tried dropshipping, I've tried SMMA, and the tasks involved with both of those business models for me just weren't exciting, because it was a lot of like, you know, fulfilling orders for dropshipping, or responding to emails, or like getting size charts together for the dropshipping product. Or, you know, with SMMA, it was like cold outreach. I hated doing cold outreach. I hated emailing random businesses and then getting a really snarky email back like, oh yeah, good luck, pal. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of businesses really don't like it when you do the cold outreach. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And those little tasks just weren't fun for me. So take the amount of money you could make from the business that you're thinking of starting, or that you are currently maybe in the early stages of running, and just take away the money. Take away the idea that everyone on YouTube's told you that this is the best business model to do, right? You're gonna make 10K in your first month or whatever, right? You see those kind of like fake, scammy, bullshit YouTube videos where they're like, oh yeah, this is how you make 10K a month in 2025, and it's like some OnlyFans manager business where you just like, it's don't listen to that shit, okay? Take the money out of the equation and just think, each task that you've got to do in the business, would you actually enjoy doing that on a daily basis? Because even if you made 1,000 a month from that business, or 100,000 a month from that business, it doesn't matter. If you fucking don't enjoy doing that business and you don't enjoy doing that task, then there's no point doing it. So that's the first thing I want you to do, is just list out what is it that you actually have to do, and would you be happy doing that for free? Because the key is, every business model works. Like, every online business model will work as long as you're consistent. So if you are consistent enough with being an OnlyFans account manager, you will make money. If you're consistent enough in SMMA, you will make money. But you're not going to be consistent if you don't enjoy doing the tasks involved to create that business. Like with YouTube, like what I'm doing now, there's no point doing YouTube if someone's just told you to do it because it makes them a lot of money, but you actually hate recording videos, you hate scripting videos, and you don't feel any sense of satisfaction or reward when you upload videos and get some views. If you don't enjoy this whole YouTube thing, then don't be a YouTuber. Because again, it's just going to take consistency to actually build that business to the point where it starts getting you money. And all of the businesses will get you money, they all work, but you should just choose the one that you enjoy doing, right? Why would you choose the one that's going to make slightly more money than the other if you really don't enjoy doing that particular task? So now that you've got like an online business where you've actually listed out the tasks that you need to do to make that business work, and it's something that excites you, it's something that you find quite fun, then just start. Once you've started that business, it could be creating your first YouTube video for your new YouTube channel, or it could be creating the website for like your dropshipping company if you want to do something like artsy and creative or something like that, print on demand, I don't know. Then just start. And don't think about the money, right? When you're in the early stages, just don't think about how much money you're going to generate in your first week of doing this business. Don't think about how many subscribers you're going to make. Don't think about how many views you're going to get. Just think of, I'm doing these tasks for free and I enjoy doing them. So for me with YouTube, it's like a mission. Like this YouTube channel for me doesn't really generate much money every month. And I don't really have many subscribers, and I also don't really get many views. But for me, it's so much more rewarding to just help like maybe 10 guys out who watch any of my videos, who like to give them genuine advice, and they sometimes leave a comment and they're like, you know, you're really underrated and this video has been really helpful for me. When I get comments like that, when I see people responding with positive feedback to the videos, that to me is way more rewarding than if I was to make a sale through my dropshipping website. Because back in the day, before I had this YouTube channel, I did have a dropshipping company. I had two actually. And I was running these dropshipping websites. It was not dropshipping, it was print on demand, which is basically the same as dropshipping, but just for artwork. And I was running these print on demand websites. And I did actually make a couple sales from one of my print on demand websites. And I made more money through print on demand than I've ever made through YouTube. But I didn't enjoy it. I didn't find it fun. I didn't enjoy having to fulfill orders and to make sure that all the payment was correct. And I didn't enjoy people actually giving returns. So like some people would return a product and like they weren't happy with it. And that would be a real headache trying to like refund them and things like that. You would lose money because you still have to pay the supplier of the actual product, but you actually just lose money because you have to pay them back like legally. And it was just not fun. I just did not enjoy that business. So even though I made more money from it, it wasn't purposeful, it wasn't fulfilling, and it just wasn't satisfying. Whereas with YouTube, like I say, if I can just help 10 dudes out on YouTube through my videos that get like 30 views or whatever, that to me is more important in the early stages than making a few £100 or whatever. So that's where you need to get to. You just need to pick the business and start the business that gives you a sense of excitement, right? Like for me, sitting down to record these YouTube videos, like I've been scripting them out all morning. I've scripted 4 videos out, and now I'm actually recording the first one. And all morning when I've been scripting the videos, I've been excited to like get the camera out and actually just record them. Because if I can make like 4 videos today, for example, and get them like scheduled out and uploaded, that's like 4 days worth of work done in just one morning. Like it's 1 o'clock now, to be fair, in the day. So I've worked all morning. So like in one morning, in half a day, you could get like four days worth of work done. And you're creating content that could like potentially help people and things like that. That to me is exciting. That to me actually like is what makes me want to work. And the whole point of this video is that I can work and have fun working and enjoy working. And that's why I don't need crutches like social media to keep me entertained, to keep my dopamine up, because I actually enjoy doing this. And that's really what I want to get you to the point where you're at, where you're working on something in the day and throughout the week that you enjoy doing. And that's why I'm driving home this point so much. It's like, don't just start a business because someone on YouTube said that it makes you 10K a month when you don't enjoy doing that business. Because like I've fallen into that same trap again. I did drop shipping, I did SMMA, and I didn't enjoy sending cold emails. I've worked in advertising for 4 years, like as a PPC executive at my job. Like I don't really enjoy creating ads and running ads for people. It's not satisfying because you're just making money for another business and then taking like a little bit of it and getting paid, whatever. But it feels like so valueless. Like there's no purpose. It's just like money, and it's just like creating wealth for people. And for me, that just wasn't fun. I'd much rather do something a bit more creative and involves like my ideas and my brain having to be put down onto paper and then record it. Like that to me is more fun. That's like a mission that can actually get me out of bed in the morning and want to work. And so that's where I want you to get to. Just pick that business where for you, it really gets your blood pumping and you get excited about the idea of setting it up. Maybe you're going to set it up with one of your boys or something, like you're going to come together and you're both going to work on it, whatever, cool. Like get to that point where you can create something like that. And that is basically the main way that you're going to find work fun. And you're not going to want to even spend time to scroll through social media because you would rather do this. And that's where I'm at now. I would rather run my YouTube channel in this current way that I'm running it, where I'm not having to edit and I'm not having to spend ages like making sure the video's perfect and stuff. Just like a bit more of like an authentic kind of brain dump on you, like to help you out, whatever. That's what I enjoy doing. And even if that's not the most optimal way to run a YouTube channel or the best way to get views, because I'm not like creating content that's like, you know, gonna fucking get the most views like Mr. Beast style, like I fucking gave someone 10 grand or what, do you know what I mean? This kind of content doesn't really get a ton of views, but I get excited to do it, so it doesn't matter. So that's basically the main thing, is just get views, subscribers, money out of your head, and just purely focus on whatever it is that you need to do in the day to make this business work. What are the tasks you need to do? Do you enjoy doing them? If you enjoy doing them, just fucking do them, man. And that is like the main starting tip that I'm going to give you in this video. So on to the next thing that I want to talk to you about is the key difference between this particular business model that I've chosen and all of the hot kind of online businesses that a lot of the people on YouTube will tell you to start. So with YouTube specifically, and I guess not just YouTube, but content creation in itself, like trying to be an influencer and creating content online. It could be through social media or it could be through YouTube. The main difference and why I actually get so excited for this particular business and doing these tasks is because each video that I create compounds and is almost like its own asset on the internet that can always help to build the business up. So what I mean by that is a video that I've made like 5 months ago. I've long forgotten what the video was about. I recorded it 5 months ago. I uploaded it 5 months ago and it's just out of my brain, right? I don't care about it. That video still has the potential to create views, to create subscribers that then come to my more recent videos. And the more and more videos that you can make in this particular, YouTube and social media, the more discoverable you become and the more content that you have on your platform, the more potential for your platform to grow. And that's exciting because it means that each step that you take towards creating content and getting videos out compounds in this way where it's like slowly building up your channel. Whereas I'll give you an example. So I've worked in digital marketing for 4 years. And at my agency, literally yesterday, like the day before recording this video, there was a message put into the work group chat and 3 people got made redundant yesterday. And what that means is they're basically losing their job. So on Monday, it's Saturday today, but on Monday, when I go into the office, those 3 people are not going to be there because that is their last day. I think they're going in for a meeting in the morning and then that's it, they're gone, right? Why is that? Well, it's because in social media and like marketing and digital marketing as an agency, when you get a client, you get them onto what's called a retainer. And then you're kind of pressured to keep them on that retainer because every month they're paying you. But then if you lose that client, that money's gone. That's different from YouTube because when you create content on social media and on YouTube, it all compounds. And those videos that you've made aren't really going anywhere. They all have a chance to kind of blow up later down the line or to get you views and to get you money later on down the line, even after you've done the work, right? So you've already done the work and you kind of put it in the background and it always has a chance to kind of perform after you've actually done the task. It's totally different in social media and marketing, in digital marketing, because you have a constant task that you need to constantly do, which is to acquire new customers, new clients, and to replace old clients that have gone for whatever reason. And that means that in that space of social media marketing, there's a constant stress to get new clients. For me, that's not fun. Like, I don't find that aspect of my job enjoyable. The idea that like you could lose your job if we lose a certain amount of clients. So that doesn't matter for me anyway, because I'm actually leaving my job at the end of February to go traveling around Thailand and stuff. And obviously I'm going to take you with me and you can come and see Thailand and shit like that. It's going to be really fun, right? But yeah, that idea that some businesses require this constant stream of clients, and then there's businesses like this online business with social media and content creation specifically, that's very different. It has a very key aspect that's like the work you do is there forever. This video is an asset on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, that will be on my YouTube channel forever and can always help out to build the channel even months and months after I've created this video. And that to me is exciting. Like, I like that aspect. I like the aspect that each video I'm making is kind of like its own little property that can kind of pay rent on its own. And you just build up your portfolio of properties with each video that you create. That for me is a key aspect of why I chose the content creation route. Even though I tried, dropshipping and SMMA, and I didn't really enjoy them, this was one of the key reasons, was because again, content creation has that really unique aspect that not a lot of other businesses have, where you can, again, create assets and those assets stay with you and can help you out long after you've created them. So how have I made this task of being a YouTuber, being a content creator, better than sitting around on social media? Because like I said at the beginning of the video, I've not had social media now for 17 months. It's like 530 something days that I haven't had any social media on my phone. If I didn't have this YouTube channel and some kind of mission or some kind of goal to work towards, I would 100% have just re-downloaded social media because I would have had nothing to do, right? And what I want to give you here is how from my personal experience, how I've made YouTube something that's more fun than just spending time sat around doom scrolling and fucking about with video games and things like that, right? So the first thing I've done is I'm not gonna, before I get into the first thing actually, I just want to clarify, it's not like when I first started this channel, it was instantly just like, yeah, this is the business for me, this is great, okay? It's not all fun and games. Like I've had times, like, and you can see in the channel history where I've been very consistent and then gone to being very inconsistent and then gone to being consistent again and then back again. And I've changed up my editing style and I've changed up my video style and I've changed so many things about this channel. That's all part of me learning what kind of YouTuber I want to be and what kind of content I want to create. And part of that learning process has allowed me to remove friction and just to leave the fun stuff, right? So recording the videos, I'm recording this video now. Sometimes it's fun to record videos. Like today, I'm actually kind of enjoying it. I've been scripting these videos and I've been excited to record. Some days I'm really not excited to record videos and some days I don't want to record videos, and you have to like use discipline and you have to be kind of very vigilant and just power through the task and just do it, and it's hard work and it's not fun. And then sometimes it's very motivating and it's easy to do the work. But I've lost my train of thought. But yeah, so I've been able to remove friction from this YouTube channel. So what was one of the things for me that was providing a lot of friction? Editing. I don't really enjoy editing. And when I first started out on YouTube, I was making these very heavily edited videos that had a lot of effects, a lot of transitions, music, everything like that, right? And that's nice, you know, it makes for nicer videos, but it means that it takes like 3 times longer to make a video. And for me, it was just not fun having to put that much time into editing the videos. So what did I do? I just made the decision to be a bit more authentic, maybe leave more stuff in the video. If I fuck up when I say something, just leave it in and not have to like split the video up into numerous parts. If you've ever done editing, you'll see like you'll have the video clip on the editing, and then like, you know, my old videos used to have like a bunch of like thousands of cuts in the video where I cut out like every little stutter that I made and every little fucking sentence that I said wrong, or every time I swore, or every time I sort of, you know, just forgot what I was saying. I'd just cut it out, and then the video would be like way more compressed. It'd go from being like, you know, like 60 minutes down to like 10 minutes, right? And you'll probably notice that recently on this channel, like I've gone from posting videos that are like between 10 and 15 minutes long just to like 40 minutes long, because I've got to the point where I'm like, I don't really want to edit. I enjoy making the YouTube videos. I quite enjoy putting my ideas down and scripting them. I quite enjoy recording them, and then the thing that I enjoy the most is actually uploading them, and it's really satisfying to upload a video and to be like consistent. When you actually get into that consistent flow and you get that momentum in YouTube, if you're a small YouTuber, you'll know, but when you actually start like being consistent and you kind of have everything planned out and you have a bunch of videos scheduled into the future, it's like really satisfying. It's a really nice feeling. You feel so productive and it's just really nice. And when I was editing, it was providing friction to that. It was getting in the way of me just being consistent and just like saying what I want to say. So I've just stopped editing, right? I basically just stopped editing. I edit a few bits out. If there's like a very long pause or if I need to go for a piss or something, yeah, fine, I'll edit it out. But more often than not, my videos are very, like, they're not edited very heavily at all. And that was one way I removed friction from this task that I'm doing. So whatever task it is that you're doing, what is the friction there? What is the friction that's stopping you from doing it? Like if you're already doing the task that you enjoy doing, you could be like, yeah, a content creator on like Instagram or Snapchat or whatever, right? You could be maybe like tweeting on X, you have like a course that you're selling, something like that. What is the friction that's like stopping you from being consistent with like tweeting on X or something, right? Is it because you like spending way too much time thinking about what you're going to say or things like that? Like, what is the friction? And just see if you can remove that friction and be more authentic and kind of be more open. Because when I removed that friction, it made the not so fun aspects of YouTube, like editing, it just got rid of that, and then it becomes more fun, and then you can become more excited and you don't have to rely on social media to take up your time in the day, because you can put more energy into the aspects of this work that you actually enjoy doing, rather than having to put all my hours and brain power and energy into like editing in Premiere Pro. I've just like fucked that off, and I'm like, you know what, just focus on recording, focus on scripting, focus on being consistent, and I just don't worry about editing that much anymore. So the second way that I have allowed like this work that I'm doing now to be more fun than just fucking scrolling through TikTok, right, is I have extended what I class as work to be beyond just scripting, to be beyond just recording. It's like I said at the start of this video, the work that I do isn't just being sat here at my desk, just fucking working. Part of the job of being a YouTuber, or specifically like self-improvement, is that I need to learn about self-improvement, right? I need to learn how to improve myself and improve my life. And part of that means I like to listen to people who are way ahead of me in their self-improvement journey. They're way more advanced than me, okay? So I listen to these other creators and I take their advice, I take their knowledge, and then I implement it, right? I go and try that thing at the gym that guy said, or I go and try the carnivore diet because Hamza said it works, right? I go and try this certain way of talking or something, I don't know, right? I just take these bits of advice, I try them. If they work, then great. I can expand on it, come at it with my own ideas, record a video on it, or script a video on it. And that's like work, right? So like part of work for me is going outside, getting some fresh air, getting my headphones on, right? Going for a walk. With my headphones on, I can listen to a podcast. I can maybe listen to a YouTube video of like someone that I look up to talking about something, right? Whatever. And I can take in that information. And that's like, most people would see that as, oh, you've just gone for a walk and you're listening to a podcast. Well, it's like, no, that podcast might have like helped me to create my next video. And that's work, right? That is literally me working. So you can spend time working by going for an hour-long walk, just listening to a podcast. Or you can if you run a fitness YouTube channel, you can work by just going and training at the gym and making some healthy meals that don't have loads of sugar in them and fat and stuff, right? And try and improve your physique and look good on camera and stuff, and actually implement the advice that you give on your own kind of content creation journey. You can implement your own advice and get into fitness and become more fit and healthy and build muscle at the gym. That's work. It means that part of your job is now to just go to the gym and just to train. And that's exciting because it's oh, I'm going to work today. Oh, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm just going to go to the gym for 2 hours and then go for a run, listen to a podcast, and then maybe just record some videos on it. That's work. That's 8 hours of work. You don't have time to spend on social media doom scrolling through some bullshit meme page or something. You don't have time to scroll through Reddit. You don't have time to scroll through YouTube shorts. You don't have time to go and watch a fucking film or to spend 3 hours playing video games because your work is to be fit and healthy and to go to the gym and go for walks and then script and record videos. That's more fun. If you're excited about the task that you have to do as part of your job, as part of your work, you're excited about your mission, you're driven by that purposeful goal, then you're not going to want to spend that valuable time fucking sat in bed scrolling through your phone, because you probably rather just go for a walk, listen to a podcast, and then get that information and use it to build yourself up towards your goal, to build your business up. That is how I have made work more fun than just doom scrolling and doing fuck all on social media. That is why I've been able to stay off social media, because what do I need it for? I don't even need social media on my phone. My phone is being used to record this video right now. I don't need social media on it. I would rather be healthy, go for a walk, listen to information on podcasts, and actually go and implement that advice and give it to you guys and work on this YouTube channel. That for me is more fun than having social media. And that is the main way that I have been able to make my work more fun. It's just because, again, I don't need social media because I would rather do this. This is more fun. This is actually it's more challenging, it's more rewarding, and it's more satisfying. And that's just where I want you to get by the end of this video. I want to drill this point home, find a business that you find fun, find the task that you would rather do in the that you would do in the day without getting paid for it. That's the main thing, right? Find the business where the tasks are something that you actually enjoy doing, and then go ahead, start that business, and then see what else you can do outside of those business tasks that could class as work, right? Upskilling yourself, learning more about SMMA, being more creative with dropshipping, okay? There's so many things that you can do that you can class as work, and it's basically going to get to the point where you don't have time to be wasting on social media because you would rather do this kind of stuff. So what are the key lessons and actionable steps that you can take from watching this ranty video of me saying how you need to make work fun for yourself? So the main thing is, Ask yourself, what online business could you start where the tasks involved in the day is something that you would enjoy doing even if you didn't get paid for them? So would you enjoy sending cold emails out to people to try and get clients for your SMMA? If that is genuinely something that you actually get kind of excited about the thought of, like writing a really in-depth email, or maybe like recording a Loom video, like going over your potential client's website and what could be changed and what could be better. If that actually excites you, I know I've kind of been slating it because for me personally that isn't exciting, but if for you that is exciting, then great, go for it, right? Do those tasks, start a social media marketing agency if that is something that you get giddy about, you get kind of excited about the thought of sending out like lots of emails and then seeing if like you catch any fish from that, seeing if you get any clients from that. If that's exciting to you, go for it. Do you get excited at the thought of doing this kind of work now, like recording yourself and putting your ideas out to the world and trying to help people through a YouTube channel? If that's exciting to you, go for it. Or even if you get excited about the thought of like, you know, you want to maybe like play video games and do some kind of like difficult task in a video game. I don't really know, right? But you a certain game and you want to play it and you want to show people like how good you are at the game, and you get excited about the thought of like creating content around that, go for it, right? So find the thing that you find the business that where the tasks involved would be fun to you and go for it. That's the business you should do. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about views. Don't worry about how much money the business is going to make you. Just think about what tasks would you do for free? And then once you've done that, ask yourself, what other tasks in the day could you do that are going to feed back into that business and help you become better at it? So for me, that is going for a walk and listening to podcasts. That is going to the gym, working on my health and actually implementing the advice that I get from people who are better than me, implementing that advice and then like putting that into my own life and seeing if it helps, because all that kind of stuff, just like being generally on self-improvement, is what informs the content that I put on this YouTube channel to help other people with. Like, it's like almost like I find the like good bits of information from other content creators, I put them into my own life, I try it myself, and then I try and help other people by giving you that same advice. That is all work for me. Like, that's not just random tasks that I'm doing, that's all work. And then when you can find a bunch of tasks like that, a bunch of things that you can do that can help your business, help you become better, then you basically are going to be working constantly. I'm saying working, but it's like you're basically going to be constantly doing something that is helping you achieve your mission and the business that you get excited about. And when you can do all that, you are not going to want to even spend any time on social media. You would probably rather work, or at least I do. And I hope that at least some people who have got this far into the video understand where I'm coming from and kind of get this advice. Because a lot of people who I say this to, a lot of my friends, they don't get this advice. They don't understand it. People associate the word work with like negativity, like I've got to work. You can work on something as long as it's fun and it's purposeful and it maybe challenges you and builds you up as a person. You can work on something for 12 hours a day if you find that thing fun. And a lot of people, like I say, they don't like the word work. So if you can find that one thing that excites you and allows you to be productive on something that you find fun, go for it. That's where I want you to get to if you've got this far into the video. And I think if you're still sticking around at this point in the video, you probably get it. And you probably are the kind of person, you're quite similar to me, where maybe you found that business, or maybe you really want to find that business where you can just be productive. You can put your time and energy into something, and you're sick and tired of putting your time and energy into consumption of content. You just want to work. You just want to be productive. So if you found that video helpful, I'd really appreciate if you just left me a comment if you actually get that, if you actually understand that concept, because it just helps out with the channel, and I really just appreciate the feedback as well. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and informative, motivational in any way. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.